Hello, college students and productive kings and queens out there. Welcome to Postgrad Unfiltered. I'm Sophia, and today we are going to be talking about everything that I've done and implemented over the course of my college career that has helped me stay on task, organized, and more productive. If you want to be more productive and that sounds interesting to you, you better keep watching and we'll get into it. So I've discovered there are 3 secrets to getting things done. The first secret is to track your tasks. That can be done using to-do lists or Google Calendar, whatever works for you. The second is to know how to make time. Schedule time into your calendar so you know you have enough time to do things. And the third is to treat yourself like a toddler and remind yourself everywhere of the tasks. Now, do most people need to be reminded 50 times to do things? Probably not. Do I need to be reminded 50 times to do things? Yeah, I do. This is exactly why you will see my class schedule written everywhere, because if I don't write it down 3 times, I will forget to come to class. Now that we know the 3 secrets to being more productive, let's take a look at what it would look like to implement each one. This is my Google Calendar. The first thing you will notice is that I do have it color-coded, and you'll also see that there are several different calendars on the left. Each specific calendar is also color-coded so that I know what it is when I look at it, and it's prettier and more aesthetically pleasing. Now, I know what I'm about to say is going to sound stupid, but that whole making it aesthetically pleasing thing is a total game changer. If you aren't used to using Google Calendar or other forms of planners in your daily life, making it aesthetically pleasing so that you actually want to look at it every day is fundamental to building a habit. Now, I like using Google Calendar to track my tasks because I'm a very visual person, but I know not everyone's like that. So what if I'm not a visual person? Well, here's another way that you can track your tasks. Remember when I said I needed to be reminded 50 times to do something? Yeah, that's why this exists. So yes, I do have Google Calendar, and yes, I'm a very visual person, and that helps me, but sometimes you just need to be supplemented with something else. That's why this is essentially a glorified to-do list telling me when assignments are due. It has a little checkbox on the end so I can check them off as I do them. Thankfully, my professors basically write out all of their assignments on the syllabus, and as things change, I can update it and resort it accordingly. If you're a highly analytical person or just a more logical person and prefer lists, I highly recommend sorting your assignments this way because it feels so good to check them off your to-do list. And plus, you have everything right there for the entire semester, so you never have questions. All right, back to the list. Now that we know how to track our tasks, how do we make time? For this, we're going to go back to Google Calendar. We'll see that everywhere there is a white space, I'm available and technically not doing anything. So if I have a white space in between my yoga class at 1:30 to 2:45 and then my compassion and parenting class at 6 o'clock, I could schedule studying there. I could schedule homework there. I can do anything in these white spaces. Or I can schedule me time because it's really important to have time to yourself. It's important to have a balance of work and play in your life, or else you will quickly run towards burnout. And we could talk about burnout at a later time, but I'm very passionate about scheduling time to yourself so that it's not all work all the time. Hustle culture is great, but it's not necessarily good for your mental health all the time. So this technique is called block scheduling, and it's how a lot of businesses like hair salons, doctor's offices, and veterinary clinics, like where I work, schedule their appointments. If you operate on a block scheduling system, it's going to be a lot easier to understand when you have availability and when you are blocked off or booked up, or when things are going to be a little bit tight. If you're more of a list person, I don't really know how to help you on the make time spot, because I like to visualize things and see them. If you are more of a list person and you have a good way to do this, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm genuinely curious how you guys do it without looking at something. What do we do for the third one? Treat yourself like a toddler. Well, we've talked about this extensively, but in short, beat it like a dead horse. No horses were harmed in the making of this video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my tips for being more productive. If you like this video, make sure you leave it a like. I'd really appreciate that. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We make all sorts of vlogs, lifestyle, and productivity content here on Postgrad Unfiltered. So regardless, if you are pre-grad, post-grad, or long post-grad, we'd love to have you here and see you back. See you next time.